Well, right now we are in the middle of lavender season. So if you're looking for a new way to incorporate these fragrant flowers into your home, we've got just the idea for you. Actually, Jim Cook from White Barn Decor has the idea and the know-how to make a lavender wreath.
Yes.
And he's sharing that with us this morning, so I'm so excited.
Yes, thanks for having me on.
I actually have to say, so we're making a lavender wreath today, right?
Yep. Yes, we are.
You brought all this lavender from your farm.
Yes, it's from my parents' farm. I can't take all the credit.
Okay.
My mom and dad. So we have 800 lavender plants that we harvested. Typically with lavender, you'll harvest a little earlier in the season.
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of take lavender into the fall time.
So
I waited for it to kind of get to a little more seedy look. I think it's really pretty.
Yes.
But it smells amazing. I think you're going to have remnants of this all over the studio for the next weeks to come.
I hope so. I certainly hope so. It gets a little fishy in here sometimes.
Yeah, so
oh, that smells so good.
the ingredients, if you want to say, for a lavender wreath is super simple. All you need is a wreath form, which you can get at any craft store. You just need a little paddle wire or floral wire, and then your lavender.
Okay.
So the wreath that I designed for you guys today is about 18 inches.
All right.
And it takes about 6 to 7 bundles of lavender.
6 to 7 bundles.
To give you an idea, this is about 2 right here.
Okay,
so it's going to take a lot of lavender.
So it's a lot of lavender we're looking for. Okay.
And a big bush can usually produce about 10 to 12, so you can really get a good amount of lavender out of your bush. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to just kind of group it in.
Okay.
It's going to be a little messy, but you're going to smell amazing by the end.
Okay.
What we're going to do is we're going to make these little bundles.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I'll make a bundle.
You did. Go ahead and make a bundle. So we're going to just
How
group
many
it
do you
together.
put in a bundle? Like 10?
You know what? I kind of just do it on like how I think. You want to start making one?
Yeah.
Go for it. I just kind of do it to see like how big and thick I want the wreath to actually look.
Oh,
so if you want it to be a little more wildflower aesthetic, like you can let it kind of get a little more big for you.
Okay. Or you could have like a more sheath, like small. Like,
exactly.
Okay.
It's more up to the look that you want to give.
Oh, that makes sense.
So this is typically what I would probably do right about there. And then you're going to take a little bit of wire.
All right.
You're just going to wrap it around it tight.
I got this.
Yep, you got it. I trust you.
And do you even need to cut it, or you got to cut the stem?
We're gonna have to cut the stem. I know you want to cut corners, but we got to cut the stem. So we're just gonna cut the stems right there, just like that. And to start with it, you're just gonna take some of your paddle wire.
Okay.
And if you can kind of see on mine, I just made a little loop right here.
Okay.
That attaches it in.
All right.
And you're gonna just take that guy, lay it down right there.
Okay.
And then you're gonna wrap this tight around. Now, typically I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I tend to bend my wreath forms. Not good practice, but it's totally fine.
Because you're so strong.
Yes, I know. So
I'm killing my
wrap it a couple times.
Okay, I got this. Oh. I'm paranoid about stuff like that, so it'll be definitely tight when I'm done it.
Go for it. The tighter, honestly, the better. Now, the key to making this wreath as thick as it is we want to layer it right up next to it.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna get
so
this.
you're not okay. So you're not putting it like here.
No, you're
putting it right up on it.
You're putting it right up on the stem, like right there.
Okay,
so you can see it.
I see that. Okay.
Yep. And then you're gonna wrap it around again.
Okay.
So typically, I like to keep my wreath. See, I'm starting to bend it, but it's gonna happen.
Wait, I'm not. You are strong, man.
Yeah. So go ahead and wrap that one. So the next one's gonna go right about there.
All right, right here.
Now the best thing about lavender is that the scent is going to last a really long time.
I was going to ask you how long this is going to last.
Yeah, so I've read a few different times that lavender dried can last up to a full season.
Really?
I've read that sachets can last up to 10 years with scent. I think it's really dependent on how you do it. I think with these guys, you're going to be on a front door or somewhere that's a little more to the elements. Might not last as long.
Maybe just one season. Look at that, I bent it too.
There you go.
Proud?
Good job. I'm very proud of you. So as you're going along, you're basically just going to keep doing it. So just take it and then you layer the next one. And you can
so if you have a little bit showing in one part, then you just layer it to cover it, right?
Exactly.
I see.
So
now
you're creating that like nice.
So I'll show you all. So you see right here, I don't know if you can see. Let me see. Like right here where it is, like
you're seeing some of the extra stem.
You would just put it there to cover
Exactly.
it. Okay. Hey, so how are things going on White Barn Decor? I know you are huge at Christmas time, and you just told me something that just blew my mind.
Oh my gosh, I know. We are getting ready. We already have fall on the floor. We've displayed our product, but we have, I want to say, 40 to 60 pallets of Christmas product coming in.
Oh my gosh.
And I mean, these pallets are like
Pallets?
taller than me. Yeah.
40 to
Pallets.
60?
Yes.
Oh,
We're going to be
man.
you're going to be able to see White Barn this year at the Holiday Food and Gift Festival in Tacoma.
Oh, really?
We're going to be doing the Victorian Country Christmas. And then we're also going to be sponsoring a Festival of Trees in Tacoma for Mary Bridge, which is really cool.
That, for the Children's Hospital out there, that's
Yes.
huge. I think that's wonderful.
It's going to be really great. And so we're getting very excited. But one of those things was in the end of lavender season, I keep seeing everybody kind of just whacking their lavender and kind of tossing it out. But you got this dried good. Use it, make a beautiful wreath, put it on your front door, and enjoy it. And we are going to be hosting a lavender class at the White Barn.
Oh, you are?
In the next 2 weeks, yeah.
To teach us other things we can do with our lavender?
Exactly.
I knew it.
We're going to have tons
I have
coming
one
along.
lavender bush that I call my wishing plant.
Yeah.
Because I buried a wish in there and planted lavender because this is actually my favorite plant.
Oh, good.
And it's just one little plant and it hasn't quite, so I don't maybe have enough for a wreath, but I was going to ask you other things which I think you'll have great ideas for.
Oh, yeah.
Before I let you go, thanks to your dad, thanks to Buck for harvesting this. I hear he wanted a little credit for that.
And Heidi, my mom, they both wanted a little credit for the harvest.
Thank you, Buck and Heidi, for not only doing this, but for creating this wonderful human being here.
You.
Thank you so much for showing us this and bringing all this lavender to calm us down.